things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vale.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to your Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits live edition of Saturday's Good Morning Vale. I am here with Michelle Seamer at the base of Beaver Creek. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning. Lots of fun stuff happening today here in Beaver Creek. Everyone gets a little more active today because you've got the hiking aspect of your wine and spirits festival. So you get to earn that glass of wine and have a little bit of a pairing for lunch with that.
You're going to want to earn that glass of wine because we are at higher altitude than most of our guests are from, and you're probably going to fall asleep too early if you just enjoy wine and spirits all day.
Very true. That early, absolutely. So I want to say the hiking is going to be taking place today from 10 to 2, and you get that guided tour, and it's really nice temperatures for that today. Not too hot, perfect temperature to get out there and move around.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love today to go on a nice long hike because we're going to have some cloud cover most of the day, so you can really extend the hikes and really soak in the wine and spirits of the day. And then from 1 to 3 p.m., there's a Women in Wine celebration in Beaver Creek Village. Just $10 to get into this, and you can taste all the delicious wines and foods from around the country and sort of celebrate women in the wine and spirits industry. So that's going to be a great event.
12 to 1:32, they have Shaping Your Senses, and it's all about the different stemware that you're supposed to use. And I always just thought a wine glass was a wine glass, so it's sort of fun to get the different styles you should be using to serve all of those. And then tonight we have the grand finale.
The grand finale, the grand tasting grand finale. Right here at the Park Hyatt is where the grand tasting is going to be taking place from 5 to 8 p.m. Park Hyatt is right in front of the Haymeadow Express, kind of kids learning area if you're more familiar with Beaver Creek during the winter time. But if you come to the base of Beaver Creek, you can't miss it. Just look left, there's a big white tent. That's where the grand tasting is taking place. We got a great show in store for you. We're going to be interviewing a ton of people from the Wine and Spirits Festival. We're going to be having a blast here on Good Morning Vale. And Mark, you're also live in Beaver Creek, exploring around on an epic morning adventure. We're going to catch up with Mark now.
Hey, so live up here in Beaver Creek now, I'm up on top of Race City, which is right at the base of Centennial Lift number 6. Off in the distance, you can see the 2 tents where the grand tasting for the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival will be happening tonight. And that's kind of the culmination of this big event in Beaver Creek. Now, if you head to Vale, we're going to talk just a second about the Vale Dance Festival, but I want to mention real quick, parking in Beaver Creek today for the Wine and Spirits Festival, for the grand tasting and all the seminars that will be going on over the course of the day today. Parking, you have options for Ford Hall parking, which is underground parking at the base of Beaver Creek, and then also Villa Montaigne. When those 2 spots fill up, those 2 parking lots, at the base of the mountain, the Elk Lot and the Bear Lot, plenty of parking there, and a great bus system that runs on a regular basis. You can also get the Village Connect app on your phone and have access to kind of like Uber for Beaver Creek. So plenty of options to take into this great event coming up here at the grand tasting today. Now in Vale, at the Vale Dance Festival, wrapping it up tonight after a couple of weeks of some amazing performances, Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater shall come alive once again. Now, Ballet Hispanico had their debut at the Vale Dance Festival back in 2018, and they are back again with a whole new program. Now, they're going to be dancing in the streets of Vale, right around Vale Village this afternoon around noon, just kind of a pop-up dance festival. And then tonight, they're going to have the finale. And along with the finale, when the finale is all done, there's going to be a salsa band on the stage. And at that point, they invite anybody in the audience to come up on the stage and dance and have a good time. So that's a great way to kind of wrap up once again one of the best festivals that they've ever seen. That's the Vale Dance Festival. All right, let's talk about our show. At 8:30, I'm hopping in the car. I'm going to head to Minturn. We're going to be talking with Michelle and Eric a lot about the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival. And I had a chance actually to go to Frisco, to go to Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. We have some great interviews with some of the artists over there. We'll look at that weather forecast. I've got some epic morning. Carrots Fine Jewelers. Just a great show for Saturday. We'll be right back.
Engel & Volkers is committed to providing the highest level of service to buyers and sellers in the Vail Valley. With decades of experience marketing Vail Valley properties, we are backed by a global company with over 800 offices and 10,000 agents worldwide. This extensive international network offers unparalleled national and international exposure for our most exclusive listings. To learn more, stop by our Vail Village or Beaver Creek offices and meet with one of our exceptional advisors.
Coyote Cafe is a Beaver Creek staple for its vibrant atmosphere, killer Mexican cuisine, including our new taqueria menu, and inventive scratch-made cocktails, craft beers, and signature margaritas. Catch live music on the patio, snag great après specials, watch the game on our big screen, or join the Mug Club. And make the Yodi, as the locals like to call it, your next stop for lunch and dinner. Open 7 days a week.
Let us put you in the spirits.
If you want great customer service and amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor and let us put you in the spirits.
In a world where thousands of rubber ducks must fight to survive, only one is strong enough to make it through the relentless gauntlet of Gore Creek. At the end awaits a finish so grand that it lives on in legend. It's the 2019 Vail Duck Race presented by Engel & Volkers. You could win $5,000 and be eligible to win $1 million while helping to support Vail Rotary Club. To buy your duck or for more information, log on to vailduckrace.com. The Ducks start their journey in Vail Village Sunday, September 1st.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
This weather report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
These clouds this morning almost feel like winter is quickly approaching. Really heavy set cloud cover shot from the top of Beaver Creek Mountain here, patrol headquarters. I am at the base of Beaver Creek. Cloud cover, I tell you, it's starting to bring some precipitation this morning as well. I'm feeling ever so slight raindrops on my head here at the base of Beaver Creek. So we do have a 40% chance of showers today. I'm calling it 100% for this morning because it is currently, in fact, drizzling a little, but that's all good. Feels very comfortable out right now despite the rain. Just make sure you've got a rain jacket with you today, as we are expecting prominent cloud cover throughout the course of the day. Temperatures, though, very comfortable, starting off around 52 degrees this morning with a high of about 70 at the base of Vail. Now, we are stating again 40% chance of showers, but it is currently raining this morning. So if you're getting out early to enjoy yourself on a hiking or biking trail, make sure you get a rain jacket. Looking at the evening, temperatures should be dropping to about 49 degrees this evening. Sunset happening right about 8:10, so the days are just getting ever so shorter. We're going to pan our view out now, look at the I-70 corridor. We're expecting Denver to be about mid-70s, 86 87 degrees, upper 70 or 87 degrees, upper 70s for Vail and Avon, 78 and 77 respectively, and then lower 80s for Eagle. Some thunderstorms potential across the entirety of the I-70 corridor. Now looking ahead to the next 5 days, this little system should clear out of our zone over the course of the weekend, and by midweek, temperatures should return to their average right now, which is about 79, 78 degrees. We're going to have really sunny skies for the majority of the week. Now we're going to catch in with Mark on an epic morning adventure.
Epic Morning is brought to you by Good Morning Vail. Streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
Time now for Epic Morning. I'm right here at the base of Beaver Creek. I don't know if you can see all these sparrows or swallows just flocking first thing this morning. They're swooping. There must be some kind of a small little midge hatch. The birds are going crazy. We have a few large raindrops falling from the sky right now. I want to talk about hiking and biking and the activities right here at the base. So for Beaver Creek, as you can see now, pretty much everything is open. We had a long springtime with a lot of snow up at the top of the mountain, so a lot of these trails weren't open. If you want to go on a nice leisurely hike first thing this morning to kind of get your feet under you, I'd recommend the Village Loop, Buddy's Way. Let's make our way over to the trail map and I'll kind of show you where we are. So we are right here, well I'm right here at the base of the Centennial Lift. If you make your way over towards the Hay Meadow Express gondola, which is over where the big white tents are, where the grand tasting is today, the Village Loop picks up right there, meanders through the hillside off to the eastern side of Beaver Creek Mountain, makes its way up through the highlands, and then loops back around up near the horse stables and comes back to the village. That's a nice little leisurely way to kind of start your day. You can also go on a Jeep tour with wine excursions, maybe some, I know it's hard to think about it, autumn sightseeing. Private tours are available. The lift will be opening at 9:30 today to get you up to Spruce Saddle, actually to get you up to the top of Centennial Lift. And right there you can do some hiking, play some frisbee golf, or just stay down here. They're going to open up the climbing wall, the bungee tramp, also some gold panning, and some miniature golf. All right, we're going to take a break from our Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. I had a chance to catch up with the art director, the program director for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, Helene, and we're going to show you what she had to say about that great event after the break.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park.
Elevate your adventure this summer at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park in beautiful Glenwood Springs. You'll get unlimited turns on all of the park's awesome attractions, plus 2 cave tours for one low price with our Fun Day Pass. Only $53 for kids and $58 for adults. Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park, America's only mountaintop theme park.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
Join us for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, August 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 100 talented fine artists on exhibit. Located on Main Street in downtown Frisco. Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. For details, visit artfestival.com.
We are here on Main Street in Frisco. It's the 13th annual Art Festival, Main Street to the Rockies. I've got Helene Stilling. She is the festival director, the show director of sorts, right?
Yes, and I have been here since the beginning of the first show here 13 years ago.
So part of the Art Festival, now the Art Festival, the artists come from all around the country And there's these different art festivals, though, that pop up in different states. You just happen to spend a lot of the summer months here in the Rockies. Is that correct?
Well, we're on a 3-month tour. We actually started in North Carolina, but recently we've been in Aspen, Keystone, Beaver Creek, and this is our last Colorado show in Frisco.
The final show for Art Festival this year in Frisco. And then what happens when this wraps up?
I actually do a show at the Flats in Cleveland next week, and then we have shows in Shadyside in Pittsburgh. I also do Alexandria, Virginia. It's all part of a tour.
So you're busy year-round then, between going to the festivals and behind the scenes what happens at the office. You're a busy lady.
Well, yes, and we're a Florida company. We do
Okay.
Florida 9 months out of the year.
Oh, no kidding.
We do art shows and we do craft shows. We do all the major cities, Sarasota, Delray, St. Norman Circle, which is in Sarasota. We do all over the state of Florida.
Now, Helene, what kind of media, what can people expect at this festival in Frisco this weekend?
Well, we have the whole gamut of work. You can probably buy a pair of earrings for $10 or a sculpture for $10,000. We have watercolors, we have photography, we have wearable art, we have jewelry, just a little bit of everything for somebody.
Now, are the artists that are here, do they tend to kind of travel to the different festivals specific here in Colorado? Do you find some of these artists that show up for one festival? How does the process work, and then how do the artists get invited to come here?
Well, this is a juried art festival. The artists do apply to the show. We see pictures of their work and pictures of the displays. We do pick the best of the best. We have a lot of applications, but we do take the best artists, and we do find crafts such as pottery, stained glass, and jewelry.
Okay.
But the Colorado shows just seem to they tend towards cowboys and Indians, or Western type work. Since we're from Florida, palm trees don't sell out west, and cowboys and Indians don't sell in Florida.
How about wildlife? Is wildlife a big piece of it too?
Oh yes, especially here. I've been dying to see a moose. We've been looking for him for days.
Now, you go through the process, the jury process. People are invited in. Do you have to sit down and kind of go through the interview process too to learn their personalities? Or if they have cool artwork and you love it, then they're in?
Correct. Personalities have nothing to do with it. It has to do with quality of the artwork. We do have all different kinds of mediums. We don't take a whole lot in every medium. We do limit some, such as jewelry, which is one of the most popular categories.
Now, here in Frisco, just on Main Street, is that where it's going to be set up? And then what's the timing and how does it work for the day?
We close down Main Street, and we're here Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 5. If anybody wants more information about it, our website is artfestival.com.
Artfestival.com. Will there be any of the artists that are going to be working on anything during the process of the festival? Like you can go by and maybe see somebody working on some of their pieces?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have some artists that will be painting as they're doing and you're going to meet some artists a little bit later today that will be showing their work. I don't know whether they'll be working on it, but they can give you the process.
Helene, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Artfestival.com is the website. We'll see you in Frisco this weekend.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Glenwood Hot Springs Resort. A whole new side to water.
That is a look at Glenwood Hot Springs and Pool over in Glenwood this morning. And we're a little cloudy throughout the state this morning, at least to the west of us here in Eagle County. I'm up here in Beaver Creek, and we definitely just had a brief couple drip drops falling. I don't even know if it's enough to call a little bit of a sprinkle, but a few drip drops falling from the sky. Lots of clouds overhead, so really nice mild temperatures. It almost feels a little muggy out this morning at the base of Hay Meadow Lift here. It actually says it's about 56 degrees right now, but it does feel a little bit cooler when you don't have that sun on you. Definitely toss that rain jacket in your bag if you're headed out today. We are going to warm up this afternoon, hopefully hitting about 70 degrees today for a high. Again, have that light rain jacket in your bag if you are headed out on the hill today, because there's about a 40% chance of showers throughout the day today. So a little bit higher, a little bit cloudier today. Really mild night, dropping down to about 49. Again, that 20% chance of showers overnight. Still a little cooler in Denver right now, out of the 90s. They're going to have a high of 87, 78 Mid-Mountain in Vail, 77 in Avon, and 84 in Eagle, still warm to the west of us. And a lot of these clouds are going to stick around into tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, only reaching up into the mid 60s with a high of 67. Then as we move into our week ahead, most of these clouds and rain showers should push out of the area, and we'll have some sunnier skies moving your way with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s from Monday throughout the middle of the week this week. Overnight temperatures are dropping down into the upper 40s, so starting to get a little bit cooler in the evenings, but we still have that sort of late afternoon rain showers coming through. If you're looking at heading into the area today, we're going to take a look at the road report next with Mark.
This road report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
All right, let's talk about the good news with our road report. Just yesterday, the roundabout in Edwards, where they've been doing a lot of work on the Spur Road project for months, they officially pulled all the stoplights at the four corners and introduced the first round of the roundabout. So we have a single lane roundabout in Edwards where the light used to be as of today. So that's exciting, and it's going to continue to get better. Flow is going to get better, and traveling through Edwards will get more efficient. Now, one other thing I want to mention once again, the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival in Beaver Creek in full swing. Parking today, you can park here in the village at the Ford Hall area, then also Villa Montaigne until they fill up. At the base of the mountain, though, might be your best bet. You can park at the Elk Lot or the Bear Lot or even the Wolf Lot, and there's going to be bus transportation coming up from the base like there is every day. Very convenient. Those buses travel every 5 to 10 minutes, so plenty of access there. You can also get the Village Connect app on your phone, and then you have access to kind of like Uber for Beaver Creek. You can call them, they'll come and pick you up wherever you are and bring you wherever you need to go. All right, that's your road report. We're taking a break, and then we've got some information and an interview with Michelle and Eric. Sarah Innerarity from the Beaver Creek Resort Company has all the details about this big event in Beaver Creek.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer. We got it!
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us!
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it!
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
And let us put you in the spirits. Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Take a ride on the tram all the way to the Rocky Mountain top. It's awesome! Swing over the canyon, you'll swear you're gonna drop. Thrills, adventure, family fun. Get here just as fast as your car will run. Tons of fun here waiting for you at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
Hi, I'm Dan Talene, owner of Carrots Jewelers, located on East Meadow Drive in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 38 years. At Carrots, our passion is designing exclusive custom jewelry that features one-of-a-kind designs. Stop in and visit Carrots, a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry. To learn more about our custom designs, call 970-476-4760 or visit our website, carrotsvale.com.
There's something fresh going on at the Coyote Cafe. Sip an all-natural margarita and share some Coyote nachos. Really hungry? Jump into these fresh sizzling fajitas or one of our classically prepared Mexican dishes. Try our fresh, never-frozen half-pound burger, classic blue cheese, or go ahead and throw a little bacon on there. Not enough? You gotta try the signature Chili 14, 7 fresh peppers and 7 dried chilies combined to blow your mind. Freshen things up at the Coyote Cafe, Beaver Creek's first restaurant and bar.
One of the best events of the year in Beaver Creek is fully in swing, the Wine and Spirits Festival. I'm here with Sarah Inararity from Beaver Creek. How are you doing this morning, Sarah?
How are you this morning?
Good. I'm excited about all the events going on at the Wine and Spirits Festival today, let me tell you.
It's going to be a really fun day. We have our grand tasting that starts at 5 o'clock in the tent on the lawn right behind us.
Yeah.
And we still have a few tickets available for that one. It's really the showcase of the weekend. So we have 15 restaurants, 22 pouring partners, a live band. It's going to be a lot of fun.
How do you keep track of all the different wines and foods that you're going to be eating?
It's a lot. And the great thing is we bring in these wineries that are really boutique, small batch wineries. So at the Mirabelle dinner on Thursday, for example, we had Tyler Winery that has never had their wines featured outside of California. So great opportunity to try some really unique wines that we don't typically have in Colorado.
Yeah, as winos know, it's all about experience and adventure when it comes to wine tasting and just getting one of those small batch vineyards out here. What an exciting event.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also one that, I'm really kind of very interested in is the wine glassware seminar, just bringing out the science of glassware. Like, who would have thought that glassware had a science to it?
It makes a huge difference in the way the wines taste. So we partner with Riedel, and Shelly, who's just a great ambassador for Riedel, is here for the glassware seminar. That's today at noon. And she walks through just different varietals of wine and tasting them in different glasses and what a difference it makes. And that one's really interesting because you get to taste all the wines and then you take home the kit with Riedel glasses. So it's a really good value.
Yeah, you can look like a real pro with all of your friends.
Impress
like,
your
no,
friends
the
when
port
they come
has to
over."
go in the big glass so it oxygenates more.
Right.
Yeah. Just such great events going on all day. And I think one of my most fun ones is the opportunity to actually get up way high on Beaver Creek without hiking and get a little plate of cheese.
Exactly. So tomorrow we have the 4x4 adventure. So we'll have a few stops along the mountain where people can taste some wine, taste some cheese, and enjoy the beautiful views up on the mountain.
Yeah. So which one are you most excited about? Which event all weekend
long? The grand
long?
tasting is always just so much fun. Everyone gets together, and this one's so nice because you meet people at different events along the weekend, and then everyone's together at the grand tasting, and just a really fun, not finale because we still have the 4x4 adventure, but as I said, it's really the showcase of the weekend and a chance to meet all these great wineries, enjoy some great restaurants. We have, our Beaver Creek chefs that are featured, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And how many different vineyards overall are joining us on this the whole weekend?
So we have 22 different pouring partners. A couple of those are spirits, so we've got 19 wineries that we brought in just for this weekend.
Holy cow. And worldwide, I assume, as well.
Yeah,
bringing them in from
mostly
everywhere.
California for this one, but we have them from all over, and it's just a really cool opportunity since it's a smaller event to talk to the winemakers in a lot of cases and get to know them, and they can tell you about different things they have coming up for next harvest, and you can really become familiar with all these great wineries.
Yeah, that's always interesting how the different vineyards utilize various grapes to achieve different tastes, and then what the soil structure of where they're located does to affect the flavor of the wine, and having a chance to get a one-on-one conversation with them.
Exactly. I was at the Champagne seminar yesterday, and it was so interesting just to learn about the terroir and how different grapes and different methods result in these completely different types of champagne. So definitely a lot to learn this weekend, as well as a lot of good wine and food to enjoy.
Yeah, I love it. It's an easy subject to get obsessed over and just really fall down that rabbit hole of finding a new hobby, really.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so which events still have tickets available, Sarah?
So we still have a few tickets available for the grand tasting. That's this evening at 5 o'clock on the lawn. And then the Riedel shaping seminar with the glassware, that's at noon. And we still have a few tickets available for that one as well.
All right, excellent, Sarah. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Absolutely.
We'll see you around the village today.
All right, thanks.
Make sure to check out the grand tasting this evening if you're around Beaver Creek for the Wine and Spirits Festival. True celebration, culmination of the weekend's events. Now we're going to take a short break, come back with more Good Morning Vail.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Resort.
So we have some cloud cover up here first thing this morning in Beaver Creek. There were a few raindrops. I think we're going to see spotty on and off showers and little thunderstorms throughout the course of the day today, about a 40%. We'll see temperatures midday in Vail and probably right here at the base of Beaver Creek, close to 70 degrees, maybe a little bit warmer the further west you head or later on in the daytime. But we'll have this cloud cover, I think, kind of stick around with us all day long. It's nice first thing this morning. It's about 55 to 57 degrees and a little bit of cloud cover, cools it off. It's a nice morning, perfect morning to go on a hike or go for a bike ride before you get the day started. A lot of people up here in Beaver Creek kind of roaming around today with their puppies and their family members and going for a hike around the mountain. So good idea to start. Just pack a light rain jacket. We'll have a 20% chance maybe of showers this evening. For all of our resorts around Eagle and Summit County, we're going to see temperatures for Vail, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, and Keystone. Mid-mountain temperatures, mind you. We'll see cooler mid-mountain temperatures at Breckenridge, but we'll see temperatures mid to upper 60s at the top of Centennial Lift right here in Beaver Creek, and right around the top of Chair 8 at Vail, and then Keystone right around the top of Durka Mountain. So spotty thunderstorms on and off also. Keep that in mind over the course of the day today. We want to thank the Beaver Creek Resort Company for providing you with that weather report. Now, they are the group that's really assisting with the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival. They do a great job. And as you can see just by looking around the ice rink right here, it's not just happening up on the lawn, it's happening all around the ice rink with some of these little pop-up snack eatery areas and some wine and seminars, and you can go ice skating. All right, we're going to take it to Eric next. He's got a book report for you.
The book report is brought to you by the Eagle Valley Library District. Read, learn, grow.
All summer long, we've been getting you hyped and excited about the renovation going on at the Eagle Public Library. Now, they had some open space just next to them that they were able to expand into, so they're really opening up the ability of the library to serve each and every customer that walks into it. And on August 12th, there's another phase going on in the renovation. So they're going to start really focusing on the second floor of the library. So that's actually going to close. They're going to close the second floor of the library starting on August 12th, and everything's going to be happening on the first floor while they sort of get that second floor finished up. Now, during this time, collections located on the second floor will be inaccessible. You're encouraged to use their online catalog to place holds or reserve items. And on the first floor, they've got new adult fiction and the adult fiction collection. The children's area has temporarily been located in the tiny library in the community room on the first floor. But once they finish the renovation, that second floor is going to have a teen-specific gaming and hangout room. They're going to have a little kids section of the library just specifically for the little guys, so a little fun and games for them and kids-specific books. The Spark Studio, which is the studio that has the 3D printer and virtual reality set, that's going to be available in Eagle. Right now that's in Gypsum. So much going on at the Eagle Valley Library District. You can rent books, of course, magazines, video games, audio books. They've got little durable iPad-like devices for kids that just have specific games and stories on them. So if you know you're going to be going on a road trip, you can pick up those little guys from the library. So many things available to you at the Eagle Valley Library District. Check them out in Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum today. And we got more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Adventure Park.
Elevate your adventure this summer at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park in beautiful Glenwood Springs. You'll get unlimited turns on all of the park's awesome attractions, plus 2 cave tours for one low price with our Fun Day Pass. Only $53 for kids and $58 for adults. Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park, America's only mountaintop theme park.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
I am joined by Mike Curlin with Lioco Wines. Good morning. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
So tell me a little bit about the history and the background of Lioco Wines.
Great. So Lioco was formed in 2005 by two friends who were longtime wine industry guys. And really what happened is they didn't like the direction of California wine at the time. They were very much Francophiles. They drank a lot of Burgundy especially. And they thought that California could make more balanced, finesse-driven wines. And they used their connections to buy about 7 tons of Chardonnay fruit in the Alexander Valley, and they made an unoaked Chardonnay, which at that time was very rare. And in fact, I owned a wine store at the time, and I bought that first vintage, and it wasn't really very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved what they were doing. I loved the idea. And progressively, the wines have gotten better and better. And now we're considered one of the best Chardonnay and Pinot Noir producers in Sonoma County. We work in Sonoma, Mendocino, and in Santa Cruz. So really our MO is we find some of the greatest vineyards in California, and then we make especially Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. What we really try to do is allow those vineyards to speak through our wines. So we have very minimalist winemaking, and really what that means is less new oak, less ripeness, less extraction, and we really want those places to speak through into our wines. And I think it's very easy for most tasters to understand the difference between Santa Cruz, for example, and Mendocino because the wines are very different. And when you don't dress them up, it's easy to taste where they come from.
I love the fact that, I mean, a lot of people just think of, a Chardonnay as a Chardonnay. I love, and I guess like anything, there's a learning curve, like you were saying. I love the fact that they took something very traditional and added their own sort of twist to it to, see what they could get out of that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And we really respect these places where they come from, and we see the differences in the vineyards and in the soils and the climates. And we really want to keep our hands off of that as much as possible to allow those things to shine through in our wines. And we were one of the early practitioners of what you might want to call the new California wine, which is lower alcohol, less manipulation, and in 2005 that was very rare. And now the pendulum has sort of swung back, and at the wine festival here you're seeing several of our contemporaries that are making wines in a similar style, and I think it's really nice to allow guests to see this new type of wine that's coming out of California. It's very exciting.
That is really exciting. So later on today, if someone wants to try some of your wine, what events are you going to be at this afternoon?
Yes, I'll be at the Pinot Noir seminar, which is at the Osprey, which I don't know if there's tickets left, but maybe somebody can try to get in. And then we'll be here at this beautiful setting for the grand tasting this afternoon, pouring our wines.
That's great. And, we were talking about this off camera just a little bit, just how exciting this is this year, because it's not just your grandparents' wine, so to speak. It's not just the very traditional wines that everyone has grown up with, that not only yourself, but a lot of the wineries here are, I'm just going to say new school, for lack of a better word.
That's a great
But, this new twist on just, an old classic. What are you most excited about for tonight?
Well, actually, I want to walk around and taste some of the wines from small California wineries I've never tasted before. And there's people that I've heard about their wines, but they make such a small amount that they're not out in the market very often. And I met a couple winemakers last night. Scar of the Sea, for example, is here. I'm really excited to taste some of his wines. But I think it's a great opportunity for people who are at the wine festival to have their eyes open to some new things they might not normally see. And it is the best time to be drinking California wine. The quality of the wines is so high, the passion of the winemakers and the growers is exceptional, and this is a great showcase for these wines.
There you go. There's still a couple tickets left. Get your tickets. It'll be indoors, so regardless of what the weather does, you've got a great place to taste some wine. We're going to take a look at that local weather next.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at your weather for Saturday. We'll take a look at the next 5 days also. Seems to be the monsoon season upon us here in Colorado. We are seeing these pop-up afternoon showers. For Summit County today, at the mid-mountain temperature reading for Breckenridge, about 61, so a little chillier halfway up the mountain at Breckenridge. 64 at Keystone Mid-Mountain. For Vail and Beaver Creek, mid-60s for those mid-mountain temperatures, and we will see cloud cover and occasional pop-up scattered showers and or thunderstorms. Now for the next 5 days, Sunday through Thursday, we have anywhere from a 50% chance of those showers again tomorrow to anywhere to a 20 to a 10% chance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And you notice our temperatures also, it's going to be a little bit cooler as we make our way in through the rest of our weekend. And then our temperatures will gradually warm up into the upper 70s once again. Big event happening over at the outlets at Silverthorne today. It's called Unicorn Palooza. They're going to have a petting zoo, anything and everything unicorn related. Bring it because it's going to be a lot of fun, and we all love a little unicorn in our lives. There you go. That's a look at your weather report. We're taking a break, but after the break, we're going to introduce you to Folded Hills Winery. They're here for the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival. We'll be right back.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Let us put you in the spirits.
If you want great customer service and amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your good, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor and let us put you in the spirits.
Christie Sports has 2 convenient bike shops in the Vail Valley, a new full-service shop in Westvale, and a rental shop on Bridge Street near Gondola 1. The experts at Christie Sports provide unmatched service and product knowledge, featuring mountain, bike path, and road bikes from Scott and Trek. Christie Sports has bike rentals for kids and adults, including free delivery. And expert mechanics guarantee 24-hour turnaround on basic tunes. When you need bikes in the Vail Valley, think Christie Sports.
Welcome to the land of those who do. $50 states, 50 bottles. Collect them all to get $100.
Join us for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, August 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 100 talented fine artists on exhibit. Located on Main Street in downtown Frisco. Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. For details, visit artfestival.com.
One of the best parts about the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival, all the various vineyards that come to hang out with us here in Beaver Creek, and I'm with a really unique, really great vineyard here, Folded Hills, with Timmery Lore. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Thanks for joining us. You're a little early. It's Wine and Spirits Festival.
A little early,
so,
but
yeah.
I'm here. It's great, and it's such a it's going to be a beautiful day, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not going to be as warm, nice cloud cover all day. It's going to be great for checking out Folded Hills Vineyard. So tell our audience a little bit about Folded Hills.
So Folded Hills is a 3-part company. We're a ranch, a vineyard, and a farm.
Okay.
And we're 600 acres in total. 15 of those acres is planted to vines. We're located in Santa Barbara, California, so just in the center of California, only 4 miles from the ocean, so that gives us really unique style for making the wine.
Yeah.
And gives us a lot of different microclimates to play with, giving the wine itself really diverse characteristics.
Yeah.
So we do Rhone varietals, Grenache, Syrah, and then Grenache Blanc, Claret Blanc, and Marsanne is all what we have planted on our vineyard.
And we were chatting before, and what you really focus on is wine that pairs best with food.
Correct.
So, which is really the best way to enjoy wine. You always want to do it kind of in a party atmosphere, enjoying some delicious meals.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's really all about, we really believe that wine is all about sharing experiences and great wine with great food, and being organic, and we follow the biodynamic calendar, and having our farm, we really focus on farm to table, and having our wine be part of that is really something quite special.
Yeah, that's a big movement in the industry, so I'm sure people hearing that, like, well, I gotta go get Folded Hills, I want to get behind these guys.
Exactly. Yeah, yesterday when we had the rosé soiree here, it was awesome because people were really connecting with the organic movement, and they were just, oh, that's so great that that's what you're doing. And our focus is really to protect and preserve the land.
Yeah.
600 acres of ranch land and 15 of farm and 15 of vineyards. You got to take care of it, and the only way to do that is really to be organic and stay true.
Yeah, I mean, grapes are so dependent on a fairly consistent climate. You know, they're so affected by rains and weather and temperature and soil that, like, it's very important for vineyards to ensure they're helping out. Yeah.
Exactly. And so that it's not just for our generation, but generations to come, that's something that we can continue to enjoy.
Yeah.
It's great wines from that same place.
Yeah. Speaking of various generations, you know, when we were chatting earlier, what I found super unique, especially about the wine industry and then Folded Hills, is you don't really know what your different batches are going to end up tasting like because the grapes are so dependent on climate.
Correct. So each year is very different. It's all dependent upon what the weather is, how much rain we get, what the soil is, you know, reacting to all of those factors. And then, you know, on top of that, when you actually harvest the grapes plays a big role into how the wine ends up tasting.
Yeah.
Being organic, we're also natural in our winemaking style, so we don't use additives. We're low in sulfur. We don't add inoculated yeast, so everything is native, which then gives it an additional aspect of you never know what you're going to get because that's all coming from the vineyard. So it's really when you taste our wines, I hope that you can taste a little bit of our place and a little bit of Folded Hills.
Yeah, so fascinating. Now, are you going to be at the grand tasting?
I will. So
evening?
I'll also
Okay.
be at Women in Wine earlier today, and then this evening at the grand tasting.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
So check out Folded Hills and say hi to Timmery at Women in Wine or at the grand tasting this evening. And stick with us here on Good Morning Vail. We got plenty more fun from the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8. Streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
Still some clouds in the area around me here in Beaver Creek, but you know, it's keeping the temperature down a little bit so you're not overheating, especially if you were doing that hike up here on the mountain today, where you get to do a hike with a guided tour. You get to have some wine, some pairings with that. Should be a great afternoon for that. We are going to continue to warm up today. We're going to try and reach up to around 70 degrees this afternoon. We do have that 40% chance of showers throughout the day today, so just make sure you have a light rain jacket in your bag if you are going out on the mountain today, or toss an umbrella if you are just walking through the villages here in Vail or Beaver Creek. But it's going to be a nice mild evening, dropping down to about 49 tonight. Most of those showers clearing out of the way as we move into the evening. Only a 20% chance of showers overnight. And then looking through the I-70 corridor, still pretty warm in Denver, hitting a high of 87, but 70s here in Avon and Vail, 70 77 in Avon, 78 in Vail, and warmer to the west, 84 over in Eagle. So a great day for everyone to get outside and enjoy everything. It is going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, only reaching into the 60s, but overall we have a great week ahead. We're going to check in with Mark next and his Christie Sports Epic Morning.
Epic Morning is brought to you by Christie Sports Local Bike Shop, with the Valley's newest full-service bike shop in Westvale and rental bikes available in Vail Village.
All right, time now for your Christie Sports Epic Morning. I'm over here at the bus stop, and just over my shoulder, this is where you're going to find the Christie Sports right here in Beaver Creek. This is where you'll find Maddie Evans, one of our TV8 hosts. She also spent some time there, and they do a great job. And I want to talk about this area in the entrance to Beaver Creek. Now, just off in the distance, you're going to find that's the covered bridge. That's the main entrance to Beaver Creek, and a fair amount of construction happening out here right now. They are replacing right now the bus stop area for this area at Beaver Creek. A lot of construction happening, but it's going to make for a much better experience for our skiers and riders and all of our summer and winter visitors once we get this done. And the plan is to have this done probably by the end of September, the 1st of October, right around the time that things start to ramp up again for the winter time. I also want to mention before it goes away, and it just went away, the Beaver Creek Rodeo. The rodeo, there's a big party that takes place right here at the ice rink called the Gold Dust Festival before the rodeo. This Thursday will be the final rodeo, so if you're here for the next week, plan that into your schedule because you don't want to miss the final Beaver Creek Rodeo Series installment for the entire summer, because the rodeo is a lot of fun and they do a great job. And they engage the kids and the entire family, along with, they've got pro bull riders and ropers and calf scrambling and all the fun that you'd find at a rodeo with some great food. All right, we're going to take a break. Once again, that Epic Morning brought to you by our good friends at Christie Sports. We're going to introduce you to another artist who's over at the Frisco Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival today and tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Join us for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, August 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 100 talented fine artists on exhibit. Located on Main Street in downtown Frisco. Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. For details, visit artfestival.com.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Take a ride on the tram all the way to the Rocky Mountain top. It's awesome! Swing over the canyon, you'll swear you're gonna drop. Thrills, adventure, family fun. Get here just as fast as your car will run. Tons of fun here waiting for you at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it!
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us!
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it!
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
Joining me now, I have one of the artists here for the 13th annual Main Street to the Rockies Frisco Art Festival, Rebecca Scow. Rebecca, thanks for coming out early today. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's one of your favorite festivals, it sounds like. You like this festival. You're from Iowa. You travel out here every year. Tell us, how did you get involved with the festival? What was it about your artwork that everybody loves so much to bring you out here?
So I had researched a lot about the Howard Allen show promotion. So I heard a lot of good things. So I was like, let's try this. So the biggest thing about coming to Colorado is Iowa is so hot right now. So doing shows is not that much fun. So in Iowa.
Let me ask you this. So were you doing festivals before these?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was. Okay. So I've done it for about 10 years. The last 5, I've been coming out to Colorado for like a little tour.
Do you have a kick wheel or an electric wheel?
Electric wheel.
So my mom has a kick wheel in her little pottery shed in her backyard in the woods of Maine, and she has a little kiln, and she does her own little pottery too, which is pretty neat.
Kick wheels are my favorite, right. But you know, those are super heavy and hard to move.
They're not as efficient either. They're not. I mean, when you have to churn out product, right, for the shows.
Yeah, when you do have to churn out stuff, it's, you know, so I do a lot of, with my artwork, I do a lot of like mugs and functional work, but when I want to slow down, I do the hand building of what I have here today.
So let's go ahead, pick that one up. Let's tell us about what we're looking at, what you like to work with, and where your inspiration kind of maybe comes from.
So this one's really fun because the technique is horsehair raku. So when this pot is 1600 degrees, I pull it out and then I burn horsehair into it, sometimes feathers. But it's a Native American technique. So my great-grandmother was Native American.
Called raku?
Mm-hmm, raku. Mm-hmm.
And we're looking at horsehair?
Yep, so all of the little lines in this are horsehair. So, and then this particular piece, I hand built. So that's, you know, I started with like small individual pieces of clay and then formed it all the way up. Gives it a really nice organic texture.
And you still have it on the wheel and to giving it some of the shape, but you can tell that it's definitely not as
not as centered as like a wheel thrown piece.
Yeah.
But yes, I do use the wheel to help form it. So while I'm going up, but
and it makes it even more of a one of a kind, so to speak, too.
It does.
Yeah.
So the process itself, no two pieces will be the same. And then you don't usually see raku as big as I go, just because I usually do about 6 to get 3.
Okay.
So the damage rate is pretty high.
All right, let's talk about this one now.
Sometimes there's crying in the studio.
I'm sure there is. Swearing, maybe? A little swearing going on?
Sometimes they call it potty mouth pottery, so there is that.
Pottery mouth.
Yeah. For real.
I don't even doubt it. I don't even doubt it. What do we have here?
So this one's a completely different technique. This one, again, I hand built, and then once it's set up, then I do all the hand carving and hand painting of it. So it's a high fired piece, so the functionality of it is a lot. It will be a lot more than like a low fired raku piece.
So you'll have it on the shelf sitting and drying for a handful of 3 months.
Yep.
And then you go through and then you'll do the engraving or the design, and then you will.
Then it's fired. Yeah. And then that's a bisque fire and it turns it to stone. So then after that, then I go back through, hand paint all the flowers, and then I hand paint my glazes.
Now, what's the average price of a piece of one of these?
This one is $425.
Okay, $425.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So I do mugs, which are functional bowls. Mugs start at $34. So there's a nice price range for, you know, the homeowner out here or just a tourist coming by.
Do you have a website that people can look at?
Yes, it's called Art by the Redhead.
Art by the Redhead, and she has 2 collies, by the way, 2 beautiful dogs. What are your dogs' names?
Lexi and Cash. And then
Lexi and Cash, if you're watching right now, Mama says hello.
Yeah, she does, and I miss you very much.
All right, come by here in Frisco, Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival all weekend long. You can say hi to Rebecca and get some inspiration here in Frisco, Colorado. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Sassy. I'm a TV host for Good Morning Vail and TV8. And when I'm not talking about the outdoors, I'm in the middle of the outdoors. I spend my free time on the rivers fly fishing.
This weather report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
Frisco Main Street, good morning to you. They've got the Main Street Art Festival going on. It's your Main Street to the Rockies when you stop by the Frisco Main Street Art Festival this weekend. A lot of fun vendors there, sculptures, paintings, pictures, portraits, you name it. These artists have it. We've been checking them out all morning long. So go check out Frisco. It's going to be a great day to do it. Temperatures little bit suppressed today, only as high as 70 degrees. We have some cloud cover here in Beaver Creek this morning, but I'm feeling like the sun is quickly burning that off. I'm slowly starting to see a little more blue sky above me as the clouds from this morning burn off. We had a little bit of showers this morning. We are expecting about a 40% chance of afternoon showers occurring later on today. Evening lows of about 49 degrees, and that sunset right about 8:10. The days are slowly getting shorter. If you are going to be enjoying one of our resorts today, let's look at the mid-mountain conditions. Temperatures fairly consistent across our 4 resorts, hovering between the low to mid 60s. And that is, again, mid-mountain temperatures. The ones we were just looking at are your base temperatures. So you can see about 4 to 5 degree temperature variance when you go from the base to mid-mountain. Afternoon showers expected across all of our I-70 corridor resorts today. And looking ahead into the future, temperatures will be slowly perking up as we make our way later on in the week. But first, we got to get through another fun weekend of the Wine and Spirits Festival. And we got plenty more fun in store for you on Good Morning Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. All-time favorite. I love getting to talk jewelry. Those of you who watch the show, you know that is what Molly Dewey is all about. I am joined today by Claire Ullman, who is one of the guest artists at Carrots. Claire, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's so delightful to be here today.
Yes.
I just love your city. Vail's wonderful, and I'm looking forward to doing the trunk show at Carrots.
Yes, so much fun. So you are from the Berkeley area?
Yes, I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I come. This is my second year coming to Colorado to do this special trunk show just for Carrots.
Oh my gosh, how fun. And so how long have you been in the jewelry design business?
I've been designing jewelry for about 22 years. And I just love adorning women in jewels, and it's one of my favorite things to do.
Well, and as a woman who loves to be adorned, I very much appreciate that.
Yes.
I actually get to wear a few of your pieces right now.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your very unique style.
Well, it's interesting. I started out a little bit more of a casual style, and then through the years I've gone into more gemstones and working in 18 and 22 karat gold. So I actually have 2 collections, and I love because you can merge both of them together. One is very gemmy, high carat gold and gemstones, and the other one I'm doing is with oxidized silver, which is the black looking silver, and with 18 karat gold.
Oh, how fun. Are we looking at that right now?
Yes, these are some pieces that are done with the oxidized silver with 18 karat gold granulation work. You see the little dot work on the piece of labradorite. And then I work a lot with the 18 karat gold loop earrings, and then with the drops, there are little diamonds, oxidized silver with diamond pieces.
Oh, I love that.
Mixed in with the pearls.
Yeah, that's
and then
gorgeous.
Again, I do the chains with, this has golden, kind of a light yellow South Sea pearl and 18 karat gold. And then the thing I love working with the most are the big Baroque pearls, as you can see with the lariat.
And you're actually wearing those right now, aren't you?
I am. I'm wearing a big piece with the Baroque pearls mixed in with 18 karat gold. And then in Bali, my goldsmiths are doing the granulation work, so they work with 18 and 22 karat gold. And these have, the golden South Sea pearls mixed in with some of the big, yummy Baroque pearls. And it's a big statement.
That is the word, yummy.
They are. I love putting the big pieces together. And again, I work with, and this has an 18 karat gold chain for the lariat. So I do a lot with the lariats. And what's fun about them is you can wear them so many different ways. Like your lariat here is when you wear a scarf, in the winter you loop your scarf through. That's exactly how you wear the lariat piece here.
Right.
So you can wear it short like that, you can wear it long, you can wrap it around a couple times. So it's kind of a wonderful little wardrobe of looks with the
Yes.
lariat style.
I love
Very
the
popular.
versatility.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, and then we get to look at a few more of these close-up pieces.
This is one of my favorite chains. It's a little bit, it's not a light chain, but it's not too heavy. So most of my clients really love, my customers love this weight of a chain.
Yeah.
And again, this is where you wrap it through and get that great look of the lariat.
Oh.
And this one I've done with Tahitian pearls. I work a lot with Tahitian pearls.
Gorgeous.
And the 18 karat gold beads and the caps. And then you can see the pave diamond beads, which are really popular right now. There's a lot of bling and a lot of beautiful sparkle to them.
Gorgeous.
So I do a lot of mixing. And again, with the earrings too, the black, silver, with the gold, and then I'll throw in a piece of, you can see here, the pave diamond bead that's
Yes.
hanging. The one on the right is, it's a rose cut diamond, so you
Oh
get
my.
a lot of bang for the buck with the rose cuts. It's a big look, and,
Well,
and
this
a lot
is
of bling.
amazing. And so if people want to be able to stop by Carrots and check out your amazing work, you have a trunk show.
Yes, and today, well, on Thursday I'll be setting up, but the trunk show will run through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, we will make sure that our viewers come check you out. Go see Claire Ullman and her amazing work at Carrots this weekend. Thank you so much, Claire, for being here.
Thank you, Molly. My pleasure.
All right, coming up, we
Great.
got plenty more Good Morning Vail fun coming your way, so don't go anywhere.
Yes, it's the first word of any new discovery. But when allergies attack, the excitement fades. Allegra helps you say yes with the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief and turn any half-hearted yes into an all-in yes. Allegra, live your life, not your allergies.
Hi, I'm Dan Talene, owner of Carrots Jewelers in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 35 years. Here at Carrots, our passion is exclusive custom jewelry, and we take pride in our one-of-a-kind designs. Carrots is a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry, accented with selected paintings, sculpture, and ceramics. For more on our custom designs, call 476-4760 or visit our website at carrotsvail.com.
The electric vehicle market is booming in the automotive industry, and that's why I'm excited to have Brian Hannigan from Holy Cross Energy here to tell us a bit about a new program you guys have to help increase adoption rates.
Thanks. Our Charge at Home, Charge at Work programs introduced last month provide access to electric vehicle chargers for our members at their homes or in their workplaces to help them use electric vehicles and take advantage of the technology that it provides. Our chargers are free, they're covered by rebates, and we'll work with electricians to help get them installed. We'll cover the installation, the warranty, and the maintenance over a 3-year period, all that in exchange for a flat monthly rate that appears on the members' bills. So
And
it's a great program.
Just easily subsidized over 3 years, so essentially free chargers.
Free chargers, yeah. And so all they need to do is visit our website and start the process there.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Brian. I appreciate it. Check into Holy Cross Energy's website, adopt an electric vehicle, and help saving the planet one car at a time.
Summer adventure begins in Beaver Creek. Hike, bike, jeep, climb, and discover the natural beauty of Beaver Creek Resort. Take in the alpine backdrop while jumping to new heights on the bungee trampoline and mining for treasures with gem panning. There's something for the whole family. Visit beavercreek.com/activities for more information.
This weather report is brought to you by Triumph Mountain Properties, luxury vacation rentals and residential property management in the Vail Valley.
That is a look at the Eagle County Regional Airport. A little bit overcast out there this morning, even to the west of us. I'm here in Beaver Creek this morning, and you know, something really nice about these cool temperatures up here in Beaver Creek right now is I have all these little hummingbirds buzzing around me here. So if you're up early, come on out and enjoy it. We are going to warm up this afternoon. We're going to heat up to around 70 degrees this afternoon. We do have about that 40% chance of showers. There was one brief little sprinkle while we were up here a little bit earlier, but again, just have that light jacket in your bag if you're out and going into the evening, just in case you have one of those passing showers. Cooling down to about 49 degrees tonight, sun setting at 8:10. Great temperatures to get out and enjoy some of the grand tasting up here in Beaver Creek. If you're headed up from Denver for this, we're looking at 87 down in Denver. Still pretty warm down there. 78 in Vail, 77 in Avon, and still pretty warm to the west, up to 84. Again, that chance of showers is throughout the state today, but overall, great temperatures, a little bit stronger of a chance of showers going into Sunday, a little cooler too, reaching a high of 67. But then as we move into the beginning of next week, we're looking at temperatures in the mid 70s throughout the week. About that 20% chance of showers throughout the week, mainly just the brief shower that happens sort of between 4 and 6, lasting about 15 minutes, cooling it down, and then you have a great al fresco evening. So we're gonna have a look next at an epic weekend Crested Butte, one of my favorite resorts.
All right, time now for your epic weekend report. Even though we're up in Beaver Creek, I want to talk about one of the newest members to the Vail Resorts Epic Pass family, Crested Butte Mountain Resort, located in Crested Butte, Colorado, in southern Colorado. Now, last night they wrapped up the final ladies' bike night of the summer season. But if you're into single track, if you're into awesome bikes, fun parties, and lots of good people to socialize with, then on August 16th through the 18th, the Outer Bike is a weekend you don't want to miss. Now, you need to register in advance for this event, so go to outerbike, outerbike.com for more information and to get registered. Crested Butte, what an amazing town. What an amazing family of people down there, and a good hill for sure. In the wintertime, the skiing there, the snowboarding, phenomenal. In the summertime, the biking is great also. But I want to shift now and talk a little bit more about the Epic Pass. Now, you go to epicpass.com. If you purchase your product, your pass, whatever you want to have for the winter time, for the 2019-2020 season before September the 2nd, you're going to find the lowest rates possible on that website. You can dial in your Epic Pass setup down to the day. New this year is the Epic Day Pass. So even if you're a skier or a snowboarder that doesn't ski or snowboard enough to warrant having a full Epic Pass, then you can get it by the day. The Epic Day Pass is available now too. That's one of the newest products from Vail Resorts and the Epic Pass program. So well worth checking out. epicpass.com has all the information. Go to skicb.com to find out more about Crested Butte, and also to find out about the amazing lodging deals they have down there right now. If you want to get a quick getaway weekend down to Crested Butte, $89 a night. You're going to find great deals, so check that out. We're taking a break, and then we're going to introduce you to two of the artists from the Main Street to the Rockies Festival, Kat Hogan, Jerome Ellis. Kat was a roller skater, a rapping roller skater back in the day, and Jerome told me that he could juggle anything he put in his hands. But they're both artists, and we're going to check in with them after the break.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Christie Sports has 2 convenient bike shops in the Vail Valley, a new full-service shop in Westvale, and a rental shop on Bridge Street near Gondola One. The experts at Christie Sports provide unmatched service and product knowledge, featuring mountain, bike path, and road bikes from Scott and Trek. Christie Sports has bike rentals for kids and adults, including free delivery. And expert mechanics guarantee 24-hour turnaround on basic tunes. When you need bikes in the Vail Valley, think Christie Sports.
Let us put you in the spirits.
If you want great customer service and amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor and let us put you in the spirits.
At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, we carry flowers that signify why we want to end the disease. And we walk so that one day there will be a white flower for Alzheimer's first survivor. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Sign up today for the Walk to End Alzheimer's event at the Brush Creek Pavilion in Eagle on Saturday, September the 28th at 10 a.m. For more information and to register your team, please visit alz.org/walk.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
We are here in Frisco, Colorado. We're going to be kicking off Main Street of the Rockies Art Festival, the last art festival on the Colorado tour. Joining us now, Kat Hogan, Jerome Ellis. Now, you two work as a team with your collaborations on your artwork. So let's start with you, Kat. How did you get into doing art? What's your background there?
I've been doing art. My mother was very crafty, and her friends were very arty and crafty, so I sort of grew up with it.
Around the home and just kind of there,
correct, yeah.
right?
They had little craft shows and little art shows that they would do each year, 3 or 4 times a year. And,
Okay.
and then I ended up starting to participate. I just picked stuff up off the ground and make things out of it and sell it, and I did very well, which was amazing.
You're like, oh my God, I can make money doing this?
I did, right. I pick a pot up off the ground and I stick a feather on it and some felt or whatever, and I sell it for $5, and people were so excited about it. So I just had a natural ability, and then I ended up going to, getting a degree in graphic design and illustration. Yeah.
And then Jerome kind of came into the picture at some point. Well, I'm coming over to talk to you in just a second, okay?
Sure.
So you just keep hanging in there. We'll be right there in one moment. How did Jerome come into the picture? How did you guys get to know each other, and what was that start of that relationship all about?
We met each other in Osaka, Japan, and we were both performing. He's a juggler. I was hip-hop dancing on roller skates.
Exactly.
Yes.
You were hip-hop dancing on roller skates.
Correct, yeah.
We're missing the whole story here is what I think.
Yeah, so he was 10th in the world as a juggler at one time, so very accomplished at what he did. And
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he juggled with all of the great juggler people. But anyway, we met each other and we ended up touring together, ended up working in the casinos in Las Vegas in the shows. And one of the casinos we were working at was closing down, so I said, okay, I'm going to start doing my artwork again. And I did that, was successful at it. He went to wash cars. He started a car detailing business. My business took off, so I brought him into mine, and I opened up a gallery.
Okay.
And found out that he could weld, which I had no idea he could do. And customers would come in and say, oh, I need a coffee table that's this big by that big to fit at this weird
reached out
spot.
to Jerome.
Right, no, he would sketch it up and he would make it for them.
And that was kind of the start of this. Wait, hip-hop dancing on roller skates.
Exactly. Then
juggling.
All things, exactly.
So then you got into it. You kind of
Because she
you
drugged
put
me
the
into
juggling
it.
balls away,
Exactly.
and then it all kind of just went in this direction. huh?
Exactly.
So this is kind of you guys work with these forms of bicycles of sorts, right? Whimsical bicycle.
Exactly. That's the
art.
theme of it.
Yeah.
And basically are constructed out of vintage pieces of from the 30s and the 50s.
Okay.
And as you can see, Kat can explain to you the different parts that are on here.
Yeah, there's a 8mm movie camera here.
Okay.
And then a paper clip that you'd put on your desk. This is sort of a newer thing, but
Yeah.
it's just very graphic.
Yeah.
This is actually a car battery tester. These would go on the terminals. That'll tell you whether your car battery from the 30s.
Okay.
And then this is a fender from an old Schwinn bicycle from the
Yeah.
30s. And then baby buggy wheels.
And then let's look at this one too, because this takes the whimsical to another level. What are we looking at here?
Here what we've done is this is a Sunbeam mixer, gumball machine, the trumpet,
Altoid can.
an Altoid can for her seat. She's got a clock so she can keep track of where she's going, how far she's going. And then she's got the beaters for her handlebars. This is an oil separator from the 1930s from an old car. We put gumballs in because we have the gumball machine. And then we fabricate the girls and we decide whether we want them standing, sitting, we want their hair blowing back. We want them to give the illusion of of speed when we can. Or if it's a slow-moving vehicle, then we have them with their hair down like they would be naturally.
I love it.
But there's just a lot of fun, whimsical conversation.
So you're going to be here in Frisco once again. The show is going to be Saturday and Sunday. And if it's quiet at the tent, you might be able to maybe catch a little hip-hop, maybe some juggling.
Exactly.
Jerome, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank
Kat,
you.
thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Right here, Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival in Frisco, Colorado, all weekend long.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8, streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
Action happening in Vail Village. That's a shot of the covered bridge. Vail Rotary Duck Race is going to be going on just below the covered bridge in just a few weeks. Sort of your gateway to adventure in Vail Village. And we're live from the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival this morning, interviewing a ton of fun vineyards. Plenty more of that in store for you. And let me tell you, phenomenal weather to start the day. I love a little bit of cloud cover, suppressing temperatures, just feels so comfortable. Perfect to extend your hike or bike ride. If you got a pup, they're going to be very comfortable out today, as temperatures starting off around 52 degrees this morning, getting as high as 70 degrees. There's that 40% chance of afternoon showers occurring. We did get a little bit of sprinkles this morning while we were out here reporting, and expect that to kind of continue throughout the course of the day, just on and off showers. This evening, overnight lows right around 49 degrees. And if you are getting out on one of our 4 primary I-70 corridor resorts and exploring, expect temperatures between 64 to 67 degrees mid-mountain. Thunderstorms across Summit County and Eagle County today. And now we're going to check in with Mark Sassy, get a look at another Epic Morning Reports.
Epic Morning is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
All right, I made my way back up to the base of Beaver Creek right here on the Park Hyatt lawn, the Centennial grass. Let me show you what's happening out here now. We still have the cloud cover. We are going to see light showers, a little bit of rain on and off over the course of the day today. But this is where you can spend the entire day with your family. Now, as we turn around right here, this is part of the Wine and Spirits Festival. This is the grand tasting. Tickets are still available for this event right here. But as we look over this way, we have the kids' rope course right at the base. You don't have to head to the top of the mountain to find all the fun and activities here, but even though the ride up the Centennial Lift is a nice ride, you can get a scenic gondola ride, a scenic chairlift ride to go up to the top. You can play right here. Kids will have an absolute blast. We got right here the kids' ropes course. We have the bungee tramp. We also have miniature golf and the rock climbing wall. And that's kind of what's happening just right here at the base of Beaver Creek first thing this morning. All these activities will get going probably around 9 o'clock to 9:30. And then along with all the activities right around the ice rink, they have ice skating that gets going later on this evening every day. Where can you find outdoor ice skating in the middle of the summer? Only in Beaver Creek. This place is phenomenal. It's such a neat experience here in Beaver Creek, so take advantage of it. So we have an interview coming up with another winery that's here for the Wine and Spirits Festival, Scar of the Sea. We'll be right back with more from Good Morning Vail, live from Beaver Creek.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Join us for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, August 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 100 talented fine artists on exhibit. Located on Main Street in downtown Frisco. Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. For details, visit artfestival.com.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Take a ride on the tram all the way to the Rocky Mountain top. It's awesome! Swing over the canyon, you'll swear you're gonna drop. Thrills, adventure, family fun. Get here just as fast as your car will run. Tons of fun here waiting for you at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a marathon where I'm running them down. 140.6 miles. That's what I'm building with chocolate milk. Nutrients to refuel, protein to rebuild, backed by science.
I'm up here in Beaver Creek for the Wine and Spirits Festival with Mikey Juni with Scar of the Sea Wine.
Yeah.
So nice to have you.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having us.
So I was so fascinated by this name. Can you tell me a little bit of your background and then where that name came from?
Yeah, so Scar of the Sea started in 2012, and the name came from a time when I was making wine in Tasmania in 2010 and was doing a vintage and kind of just traveling and surfing around the island after the vintage, and I stumbled upon a little red brick church, and there was a stained glass window that said Scar of the Sea in Old English, and I just at the time thought, oh, what the coolest church name ever. And I took a picture of it, and then years later when I was coming up with the winery name, me and my brother were doing just some design work, and he looked at the picture and was like, dude, that says Star of the Sea. And so it turns out I can't read Old English, and that's where the name was born.
That's great. I love that. So how did you end up getting into the wine industry in itself? Was it something your family did or something that you had always had just a natural curiosity of?
No, I fell into it kind of by accident. I have a degree in engineering, and I was working for Vandenberg Air Force Base, and I was stuck in a cubicle and had like an early 20s life crisis and realized I didn't want to be doing cubicle work as an engineer, and so I quit and I got a job in a tasting room, and I then found a vineyard to help farm, and then kind of just started making a snowball that started to roll down a mountain and just chasing it ever since, and I still am. It's just not a business with a business plan. It's more of like doing something we're passionate about and continuing to push forward.
I love that. I mean, what a fun path that took for you. And tell me a little bit about your focus for Scar of the Sea wine and how you're different from some of the other wines.
Yeah. Well, our focus is Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. We also make a little bit of sparkling Chardonnay and some cider. I'd say that we try and we make wines from great vineyards with farmers that we trust, farmers that are either farming organic or practicing organic. We make wines that taste of California, but we follow methods kind of the old world. So looking towards France as inspiration, but making wines that resemble where we live on the coast.
I love that, taking something really traditional and making it a little bit more contemporary.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are you most excited for tonight with the grand tasting? Are you excited to see the reaction of people when they have your wine? Are you excited to taste other wines? What gets you the most excited about a night like tonight?
A little bit of both. My wife makes wine. Her brand's called Lady of the Sunshine, and it's her first time pouring at a grand tasting, so I'm really excited to see people taste her wines and her reaction. But I also just love cruising around and tasting a bunch of other people's wines and meeting people up here. Everyone's really nice, and we love coming to this event because we got to go fishing yesterday, and we'll go hiking today, and we'll taste wines with a bunch of fun people today, so it'll be cool.
Much better than a cubicle.
Yeah, a lot better than a cubicle.
That's great. So there are still tickets available for the grand tasting tonight. You definitely want to get your tickets because it will sell out. And again, the nice thing is you get to taste a lot of wines that are a little bit more contemporary, taking those traditional aspects and each winery sort of adding their own flair to that. So stay with us. We're going to have a local check of your weather next.
This weather report is brought to you by Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Elevate your adventure this summer at America's only mountaintop theme park.
Good luck.
Things are starting off fun today at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. They're getting things set up for not just an amazing day at a high altitude theme park. They actually have a roller coaster there. You believe that's on top of Glenwood Caverns, on top of Glenwood Canyon rather. They've got a roller coaster, a swing, there's a gondola to get up. And you know, they've actually got a concert going on this evening. It's called Music on the Mountains at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. At 4 p.m., you just bring up canned food. Canned food gets you a free ride up the gondola to Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. And then they have a couple bands playing there starting at 6 p.m. But the key thing is just bring some canned food. You get up there for free. Should be fairly gorgeous weather. It's always a little warmer in Glenwood Springs than it is here in our valley. So as we're kind of looking at isolated temperatures right around 70 degrees today for a high for your Saturday. As that pertains to Glenwood Springs, where Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park is located, expect things to be right around 85 to 90 degrees further west of us in Glenwood Springs. Very comfortable temperatures this evening for Music on the Mountain. Looking at overnight lows here, isolated right around 49 degrees. And watch out for that 40% chance of afternoon showers today. Just make sure you got a rain jacket with you. You're going to be in good shape if you're out adventuring on the bike or with your pup into the afternoon hours. A little potential for it to carry over into the evening, but for the most part, it's just going to be isolated to the afternoon. Now panning our view out, looking at I-70 corridor here. Denver, 87 degrees, 78 and 77 for Vail and Avon, and then Eagle 84, and then like I said, Glenwood Springs further west of Eagle, right around 90 degrees in Glenwood Springs today. Looking ahead to the 5-day forecast, this little storm system that's suppressing temperatures right now, a little low pressure system, is going to move its way out of our valley by early next week, and we're going to see temperatures return to about 79 to 80 degrees by the time we get to Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So enjoy these slightly cooler temperatures while they last, because summer is going to be back just around the corner. And thanks to Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park for sponsoring this weather. We got more fun interviews with various vineyards coming up here on TV8's Good Morning Vail.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Rugs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Rugs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know rugs.
49 degrees. 365 days a year. This is the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors. I've got David Courtney, the owner. Thanks for taking us downstairs today and showing us this amazing space. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this space is actually 15 feet underground, and it's about 3,000 square feet. So when we're pumping, we have 1,700 different wines, but typically between 1,300 and 1,500 from everywhere that you can imagine. So the nice thing about this being underground is it stays temperate. So like you just said, hey, we're right now when we're filming this, we're at the end of January, beginning of February. It's about 49 or 50, but it never goes above 56 or 57 down here, which is extremely important for fine wines.
And you did say that what kills that wine is that dramatic heat to cold to heat to cold, but if you can keep it constant, it's going to make the wine last that much longer.
Yeah, the fluctuation is the wine killer. Long ago, when I first came to the store, we actually challenged people to buy wine from my store and buy wine from another store, and I guaranteed my wine tasted better just because of the way we stored it.
Wow. So your selection down here, you had mentioned earlier on in the interview, on a busy time, about 1,700 different offerings. From all over the world, is that what we're looking at? Do you have a focus? Like, what's hot right now for wine?
So what's hot right now, there's a few categories. So Portugal right now, believe it or not, is what I've been saying is the Malbec of 15 years ago. So Portuguese red still wines, everybody thinks of port and sweet. These wines are not like that. Okay. You can get a $12 bottle of Portuguese wine that kills it. And then, so right now we're looking at the 2016 vintage in the Rhone, so Châteauneuf-du-Pape and Côte d'Arones, those are a little bit on the higher end, but that's what's pumping right now, Mark.
I love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You might want to make it down here to the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors in Avon, or check out their website, beaverliquors.com. We'll be right back.
go. My favorite part about the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival are just the variety of unique vineyards that we get here in Beaver Creek. We've got a truly unique one, premium port wines out of Portugal, and Brandy Richardson this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to chat about port wines because most people, it doesn't really come into their vernacular when they're thinking of wines, and especially with premium port vineyards. You're located in Portugal.
That's right. So it's premium port wines, and we are the importer for Symington Family Estates. And so we represent Coburns, Dows, Grahams. Overall, the Symington family owns about a third of the Douro Valley. So they are very big players. Everything is still family owned and operated. So, I mean, they're really, really beautiful wines with an amazing history.
Yeah, and they're just located in such an amazing area of
That's
Portugal,
right.
too.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't realize that true ports do come from Portugal, and it's a very specific area of Portugal. So the wines that we're looking at are stored in Oporto, which is in the northern part of Portugal, and the vines and the vineyards are in the Douro Valley. So the Douro Valley is about 75 miles east of Oporto. So it is a climate that is very hot in the summertime, and the vineyards are very, very terraced.
Yeah.
So everything in the Douro Valley is still hand harvested, and the growing conditions are very extreme. The soil, very schisty granite, so it really stresses the vines for a very small yield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes these almost rare then if it's a small yield. Like,
Well, they
these are
are.
very special wines.
They are. You
Yeah.
know, the production is very, very small. There are only a few families that still participate in growing in the Douro Valley. So, but they're incredibly special and have a great history, and they're also delicious.
So let's go through the two that you brought here. So
Yeah.
we've got kind of two different color variations in both of these ports. So let's
Right.
start with this tawny one.
Well, so whenever you think about the wines, what you're going to see is two different types, basically a ruby port and a tawny port. So ruby ports are a little bit less aged. So with this particular wine, the Dow's late bottle vintage from 2012, you're looking at about 4 years in oak. And whenever they're only in oak for about 4 years, they retain a lot of the fruit and a lot of the freshness. You can get a lot of herbal components on it. You get some eucalyptus. You also get a lot of fresh fruit like dark plum, strawberry, blueberry, just depending on if it's like a Dow's late bottle vintage or something like Graham 6 grapes. Those are going to be your ruby ports. And so you can see that this is very opaque, very dark, so it retains that color. And then over time, you see an average of 20 years. This is a blended port. It's coming from a number of different vintages and different harvests. On average, it's about 20 years. And in terms of what the Symington family does in terms of aging, they always blend up. So the actual blend on this is more like 23 years. But you can see that the color is much lighter. It's more of that mahogany color or, amber. In
Yeah.
other words, tawny. And so you get more caramel characteristics out of it.
And we were just let me know, we were just watching looking at a video of the foot stomping the grapes.
Yes.
So that's really unique.
Right, so the winemaking for port is very unique because they are fortified wines. So just like other grapes, they're harvested off of the vine, like I mentioned, hand harvested, and they are brought into open top fermenters called lagars. And in the beginning, everything was foot trodden. So think
Is
of
that
like
just for fun?
that. Well,
Or like dancing?
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
kind of the Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
But that was the way it was done, over 200 years ago. And so actually next year, Graham's 200th anniversary. So that's very exciting for Graham's. But so it started off with foot treading. And then in the 80s, the Symington family created a robotic lagar. And
Okay.
so what happens with a robotic lagar, it is more stainless steel. We can control the temperature of the fermentation. And then we have pistons that have silicone feet that are heated to the temperature of the human body.
It's amazing. So they're still trying to replicate
That's
a
right.
human stomping on it.
That's right. So it's a little bit more of a clean process. It's something that we can control a little bit more.
Yeah.
But what you have is that the grapes come in, the sugar's very high, alcohol is down here, and as the fermentation takes place and the sugar and the alcohol are changing, so the yeast is converting the sugar into alcohol, the sugar remains high, the alcohol is still low when they add brandy to it. So brandy is about 80% alcohol and it stops the fermentation.
Yeah.
So you have higher sugar, higher alcohol. So what you'll find with the ports is that they are about 20% alcohol typically, and a little bit sweeter. So you're looking at something that's more of a dessert wine.
Yeah. Boy, just a wealth of information, Brandy. Now, are you going to be at the Women in Wine event today?
Unfortunately, I will not.
Okay.
I am not a winemaker.
Okay.
I just represent them. I would love to participate, but I will be at the grand tasting today.
Okay, excellent.
So I'll have other wines in addition to this.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate the wealth of information that you have.
Appreciate it.
Check out Brandy tonight at the grand tasting, and make sure to taste one of these delicious, amazing port wines.
This weather report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
And it is a nice, mild morning up here in Beaver Creek. We still have some clouds up in the sky. We are going to warm up, though, this afternoon, reaching a high of about 70 today. We do have that 40% chance of showers throughout the day today. Most of that moving out as we move into the evening tonight, looking at a low of about 49 tonight, 20% chance of showers overnight. If you are looking to head out to one of our other resorts today, we're looking at 64 Keystone, 61 in Breckenridge, 66 in Beaver Creek, and 67 in Vail. So a little bit cooler at all of the mountains today, which is just great temperatures for getting out and enjoying the hill, the mountain, doing something a little bit more active. We'll be right back. We're going to be talking to the Bright Future Foundation, one of the beneficiaries of the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival.
The extraordinary is a promise only Beaver Creek can deliver. The extraordinary is filled with infinite ways to spend your time together, where thoughtful details create a place for you to truly belong. And one-of-a-kind experiences are shared together. Beaver Creek. Belong in the extraordinary.
I am here in Beaver Creek with Sherry Mintz from the Bright Future Foundation. Good morning, Sherry. Thanks for joining.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So the Bright Future Foundation is one of the benefactors from this event that they have here in Beaver Creek, correct?
Absolutely. We are the beneficiary of the event, and we have a number of activities that our staff are involved with here, which I'll tell you about in a few moments. But Bright Future, for those of you who haven't heard of our organization, we serve families affected by domestic violence and sexual assault here in the Vail Valley, and we've been doing that for 35 years.
Wow, that is an organization that has actually been here for quite a while, and I love the fact that those funds stay local to families here in Eagle County.
Absolutely, and people are often very surprised to know that there is such a need for our services here. Last year we served 715 individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault, and we do that in so many different ways. We have a safe house in an undisclosed location for families who are unsafe in the situation that they're in. We have 2 additional housing programs where we can work with families who need assistance for up to 2 years while they're pursuing an educational goal or job training goal. We have 2 clinical psychologists on staff, a full-time family law attorney. We do prevention work in the schools because that's really our main goal, is to eliminate domestic violence and sexual assault in all its forms, and so much more. We call it prevention, intervention, and long-term healing.
Wow. And so I take it that you guys must work with a lot of other local entities, from the school district to the sheriff's office, to, I mean, everything in the valley, to our medical professionals here as well.
Yes, and I often say that thankfully we only have one little sliver of the pie that we need to do, and we work with so many community partners. And like you said, referrals come to us from so many different sources.
That little sliver of pie, though, that's pretty expensive to take care of all of those needs. And I know a lot of families who are experiencing domestic violence, they tend to leave with sometimes just the clothes on their backs.
Yes.
And so that can take a lot to be able to make sure they are safe and feel secure someplace. I would assume that you guys need a lot of funding.
We do. And we really rely on the local community to help us with that. Last night we were the participants of the proceeds of the Splendido dinner. It was amazing. And today we will have a presence on the plaza with the Women in Wine event. And I understand that we will be helping guests etch wine glasses. So I am really curious to see what that is like. And if anyone wants to come out and do that, it's a donation to Bright Future.
I love that. That actually sounds like a lot of fun, and I would be really curious how to do that as well. So that is going to be happening today, and you can come up into the village for free. This event takes place in the plaza, and I think it's $10 to participate in the event overall, and then there, like you said, there's going to be various ways to make donations or extra funds to go towards this organization, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And again, don't miss the grand tasting tonight. I'm assuming there are still some tickets available. That is just an amazing evening.
Thank you so much for sharing all this important information with me. And again, it's such a great way to give back to the local community. And you get to enjoy some wine while you're doing it. So one of the most fun ways to do this. So join us today in the plaza this afternoon for the Women in Wine. And it's going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of the history of lady winemakers. And it's not just about ladies coming to taste wine. Everyone is welcome to come and taste wine at this event as long as you are 21 or older. And then again tonight we have the grand tasting. So stay with us. We're going to have a local check of your weather coming up next.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know. Cooper? Here, boy!
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
There's something fresh going on at the Coyote Cafe. Sip an all-natural margarita and share some Coyote nachos. Really hungry? Jump into these fresh sizzling fajitas or one of our classically prepared Mexican dishes. Try our fresh, never-frozen half-pound burger, classic blue cheese, or go ahead and throw a little bacon on there. Not enough? You gotta try the signature Chili 14, 7 fresh peppers and 7 dried chilies combined to blow your mind. Freshen things up at the Coyote Cafe, Beaver Creek's first restaurant and bar.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8, streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
couldn't ask for a better morning here at the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival. A little cloud cover in the sky, but it's keeping temperatures absolutely pristine right now. It's going to be great for getting out, really extending your hike or your mountain bike ride because we're not getting that intense sunshine today. And we are expecting the cloud cover to be fairly prominent throughout the course of the day, but just a 40% chance of afternoon showers occurring today. So temperatures only getting as high as 70 degrees. That is exactly what we want to see up at a higher elevation here in the mountains, starting off around 52 at the base of Vail. Expect overnight lows about 49 degrees, just a 20% chance of those showers pushing their way into the evening hours. Panning our view out, looking at I-70, Denver at 87 degrees, Vail and Avon 78 and 77, and then Eagle about 84 degrees. Pretty warm and comfortable in Eagle, further west of us. And now looking ahead to the next 5 days, expect temperatures to perk their way up by the time we get to midweek. You got more fun for you on Good Morning Vail. We're going to give you guys an idea of how to make your weekend epic in Beaver Creek, Vail, Breckenridge, or Keystone.
Yeah, some really fun events happening here in Beaver Creek today. So from 1 to 3 in the Village Plaza here, they're going to have Women in Wine. And so one of the really cool things is I was talking to the Bright Futures Foundation earlier, and the proceeds from this go towards that foundation. So,
cool.
Yeah, really cool. And they're going to be etching wine glasses as well as something you can do at that.
Ooh,
right?
So you get to go home with a custom wine glass?
I think that's very cool. And then some more adventurous stuff taking place tomorrow.
Yeah,
correct?
after celebrating women in the wine industry today, tomorrow, 4x4 tours. It's all about exploration and adrenaline here in the mountains. And if you didn't necessarily want to hike your way up to the mountain, which, I don't know, if you're drinking a lot of wine
I'll
and
take
spirits,
the ride.
Yeah, I'll definitely take the 4x4 up there. So essentially what they're going to do, is get you in a 4x4, and you've got a few different scenic spots on the mountain that they're going to stop at. And every time you stop at one of those spots, they're going to unload the wine and the cheese, and you're going to get various pairings and tastings along the way, and then you just get right back in the 4x4 and continue your cruise along.
And the nice thing about
What more could you
that
ask
too
for?
is any athletic at level can do it. You know, if you have grandparents with you, you know, you don't have to be able to hike the mountain.
Yeah.
You get to just cruise in style to go check all of that out.
The guides are so knowledgeable too. I did one of these last summer and found out there's actually raspberries and strawberries that grow on Beaver Creek.
Isn't that great? And this year in particular, the wildflowers are insane on the hill. So definitely worth it to check it out.
Don't just take our word for it though. Go experience it yourself. That's what you're up here in our valley for. Check out a 4x4 tour or visit Women in Wine at the Pavilion Plaza in Beaver Creek 1 to 3 p.m. today. And stick around with us. Mark Sassy is going to be live from Minturn for the Minturn Market in just a little bit.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
You're looking at Before the Pot of Gold, and this is the artist right here, Diana Ahrens, and she's here all the way from Georgia?
Yes, just north of Atlanta.
And this is your first time at the Main Street of the Rockies Art Festival?
Yes, this is my very first time here.
So the process, Diana, it's a jury selection, right? So
yes.
You did a little research, you found out that maybe you wanted to be involved, and then you kind of have to reach out and they have to decide if they want to have you in it? They have a jury?
Yeah, I mean, you have to apply, for the show, and then they decide if they want you to be part of it, and then they let you know if you're in.
So it probably has a lot to do with like your mediums and what you work with.
Yes.
And if there's other artists that are doing the same thing, they might say, check back in a year. But yours is definitely unique. Tell us about what we're looking at here.
So what this is, it's a painting on canvas, and it's oils and acrylics both. And the process starts with acrylic paint. I've got my own special powder type blend that goes in the acrylic paint, and I use a palette knife and sculpt onto the canvas. So I basically call it a sculpted painting. Pardon me. And then I've got oils and acrylics that just keep getting layered more and more on top. And then eventually there'll be metal leafing. So there's gold leafing in this one.
Yep.
And then this is dichroic glass pieces. Those glass pieces get cold worked and kiln fired and then embedded into the paint. And then there's 3 separate finishes that are on top of each one of my paintings.
So how long a piece of art this size, how long would it take you from start to finish if you did it like all in one time?
Well, I would have to say it'd probably be like 2 months if I was working on just one piece.
Okay.
But when I'm in the studio, I've got anywhere between 8 and 12 pieces that I'm working on at a time.
Okay. If somebody came to you and said, hey, can you make me something specific for this space in my room?
Right.
You can customize it that way.
Absolutely. That's the majority of what I do. So I do commission pieces all the time. So if people say, well, I love all the colors in here, but this piece is too big, can you do something like that? I can tell them, yes, I can. I'm not going to copy, exactly
Sure.
what I'm doing here because they're all one-of-a-kind pieces. But I can definitely give them the flavor of, the colors that are in here.
And you knew at a young age you wanted to be an artist of some sort. Your
Yes.
mother was an artist.
Yes.
What drew you to this medium? What was it?
I like artwork that's very tactile, and prior to doing all this, I was a stained glass artist. So I used to build transoms and side lights, church windows, cabinet windows. I did mosaic tabletops. I even did some mosaic floors, all in glass. And eventually, it was just something that, okay, I kind of took that as far as I could, and I wanted to go back to my painting.
And the three-dimensional feel to it, I mean, it jumps out at you too.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very neat.
Yeah.
So you're here for the festival, your first time.
Mhm.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And then what happens when you're done? You go back to Georgia and just start painting away, or do you have other stuff you got going on in your life?
I'm going to go back to Georgia. I've got 2 weeks, and then I go to a show in Asheville, North Carolina.
So this is your deal. You're around. This is what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a hobby. It's your career.
This is what we do. Yeah.
And
My husband takes care of everything I don't want to.
Your husband's standing off camera. He's like he's the driver. He's the unloader, the loader.
He takes care of everything else. Yep.
Well, do you have a website people can look at?
Yes, it is DianaAhrens.com. It's DianaAhrens.com. And then I've also got a Facebook page, which is Diana Ahrens Fine Art.
Before the rainbow?
Before the pot of gold.
Before the pot of gold. Almost the same thing. I saw the rainbow colors. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Come by Main Street of the Rockies Art Festival this weekend and say hi to Diana and check out her beautiful artwork.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Take a ride on the tram all the way to the Rocky Mountain top. It's awesome! Swing over the canyon, you'll swear you're gonna drop. Thrills, adventure, family fun. Get here just as fast as your car will run. Tons of fun here waiting for you at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
Join us for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, August 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 100 talented fine artists on exhibit. Located on Main Street in downtown Frisco. Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. For details, visit artfestival.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
That is Bachelor's Gulch, just to the west of Beaver Creek here. And there's a few clouds over here. There's a few clouds here in Beaver Creek right now. We've got a couple little raindrops falling all around us. I mean, just a couple of very light showers. Hopefully it'll help some of that mugginess clear out of here, because it is going to continue to warm up throughout the afternoon today. We do have about a 40% chance of showers throughout the afternoon, so have that light jacket in your bag or an umbrella if you're just walking through the plaza. But we are going to heat up to around 70 degrees this afternoon, and hopefully these rain showers will just cool it down enough going into the evening, with a nice mild evening at 49 for the low overnight. So great temperatures to get out and enjoy that wine and spirits grand tasting here at the base of Haymeadow Lift in Beaver Creek. Great night for that. And then if you are looking at one of the other resorts today for an adventure, we are looking at 64 over in Keystone, 61 in Breckenridge, 66 in Beaver Creek, and 67 over in Vail. Really mild, comfortable temperatures for doing something a little bit more active. Great temperatures for a mountain bike ride or a hike. So that way you don't get too overheated, and you might experience again a couple of those light raindrops today, but just enough to cool you down a little bit. So stay with us. We have more coming your way. We're going to be live at the Minturn Market coming up.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, we've made our way to the Minturn Market. We're going to let these two pass on through right now. Good morning. Good morning. Minturn Market in the town of Minturn. What an amazing way to spend your Saturday morning. A little bit of cloud cover. It's going to keep it nice and cool for your shopping and eating and listening to music pleasure. Right over there, right across the intersection, is kind of the entrance to the Minturn Market. And if you want to go and park, let's talk a little bit about parking in Minturn. You do have access on Main Street, but that fills up pretty fast. But right here where we are, right behind Minturn Anglers, as soon as you come into Minturn, you take a left, go over this bridge right here, and then the Turntable Restaurant, a big dirt parking lot located off towards the west of Minturn proper by a couple hundred yards. Easy parking, plentiful parking. This market is one of the oldest markets in Colorado, definitely the longest standing market right here in Eagle County. And it's an artisan market, so you're going to find everything from produce to arts and crafts to jewelry to jerky and everything in between, and a lot of good focus on our local artists right here in Eagle County. So you want to be sure to check that out while you're here. And let's talk a little bit about some of the other things happening around Minturn throughout the course of the week. On Thursdays at Little Beach Park, which is just upstream on the Eagle River, about a half a mile outside of town, you'll find Little Beach Park, and they do Thursday night concert series, their free summer concert series on their outdoor amphitheater. Arthur Leland Trio taking to the stage this Thursday from 6 to 8. And another thing happening right now as we speak, we've seen a lot of people strolling on by with yoga mats. They've got free yoga at Little Beach Park also on the amphitheater taking place Saturday morning. So the market, you've got music, you have yoga, and then this quaint little unique community of Minturn. It's a neat spot to come and visit, and it's nestled right between Vail and Beaver Creek, equidistant between Vail and Beaver Creek. So just go to Vail, do that fun stuff they have to offer, stop by Minturn, stop by the saloon, swing into Minturn Anglers, go on a fishing trip. It's a great time here. Hey, we have a great show. I'm going to talk to Cindy Krieg. She is the director of the Minturn Market. And then we have more from the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival with Michelle and Eric. We'll be right back.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
When freedom is threatened around the world, when floodwaters rise and wildfires rage, wherever the fight, whoever the enemy, when America needs her best, she sends a soldier. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
Hi, I'm Dan Talene, owner of Carrots Jewelers in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 35 years. Here at Carrots, our passion is exclusive custom jewelry, and we take pride in our one-of-a-kind design. Carrots is a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry, accented with selected paintings, sculpture, and ceramics. For more on our custom designs, call 476-4760 or visit our website at carrotsvale.com.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Take a ride on the tram all the way to the Rocky Mountain top. It's awesome! Swing over the canyon, you'll swear you're gonna drop. Thrills, adventure, family fun. Get here just as fast as your car will run. Tons of fun here waiting for you at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, we carry flowers that signify why we want to end the disease. And we walk so that one day there will be a white flower for Alzheimer's first survivor. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Sign up today for the Walk to End Alzheimer's event at the Brush Creek Pavilion in Eagle on Saturday, September the 28th at 10 a.m. For more information and to register your team, please visit alz.org/walk.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8, streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
Oh, it's beautiful out here in Minturn today. A little bit of cloud cover. It's nice and cool. Perfect day to go explore the Minturn Market. Spend some time in this neat little town. Right here on the banks of the Upper Eagle River. Flows now on the river to the point where you can actually get in the river, do some fishing in those water temperatures. You could go do a little wet wading. You don't even need to wear the waders, just the wading boots and the wading socks. Our weather for today, for Saturday, around Minturn, we'll see temperatures in the mid-70s mid-afternoon. We have about a 40% chance of those on and off showers throughout the day. And as you can see by waking up to some cloud cover, we may have this cloud cover program. Your I-70 drive today, Denver temperatures mid to upper 80s with a 20% chance of a shower. For Vail, right in the town of Vail, 78. Once again, 50% chance of some showers this afternoon. Avon 77, Eagle 84. And we're going to see that percentage of rain kind of linger around all the way through the middle of next week right now with the monsoon season in full swing. And we're making our way into the middle of August. So we're starting to see the shift in that weather just a little bit towards the late days, the dog days of summer, so to speak. 60s, mid to upper 70s. So Sunday a little cooler than Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Looks like temperatures kind of trending in the mid to upper 70s for Vail. And cloud cover, cloudy skies. Some sunshine during the morning, afternoons are when these storms tend to roll in. So just plan that into your day along with your sunscreen and water and a hat and sunglasses in your backpack. Throw a light rain jacket just in case so you're prepared for these pop-up showers, but don't let it change any of your plans. Come to the Minturn Market. We're going to go back to Michelle and Eric. They're live in Beaver Creek. We have some epic weekend information coming up next for you.
continuing our Tour de Epic, as if it could get more epic than the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival. Maybe not more epic, maybe just an equal level of epic, Michelle.
Absolutely, just something a little different. Maybe you want to go
Yeah.
explore something this morning before the grand tasting later on.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the highlight. But first thing, we're going to start in Breckenridge. What's going on in Breck today?
Oh, Breck is so much fun. So they have their live music on Saturday, and today is going to be Twang Box. So one of the nice things, though, about that is you can go as the parents, listen to the music, and then because that one is up at Alpine Camp, atop of the Super Chair, you have all the things for the kids to do up there.
Yeah, you can get on that climbing wall. I know they've got kind of that nature adventure. It's like ropes course and then a walk through the woods.
The hiking interactive interpretive loop.
Yeah, interpretive loop.
Yeah, no, lots of good things. And I love that as a parent because then I can sit, relax, enjoy my cocktail, enjoy my lunch, and I can just set the kids free to go do some of that stuff.
Set them loose in Breckenridge. Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to do family-oriented activity and join in the fun with the kids, well, Vail Sports, located in Lions Head and Vail Village, offers bike rentals for you to get up on Vail Mountain, do some downhill mountain biking, or potentially a scenic pass tour on Vail Pass. They've got great Vail Pass tours, Michelle. So actually get in a van, they drive you to the top because you don't want to bike to the top of Vail Pass.
I don't want to bike to the top. I just want to enjoy the downhill.
Yeah.
But you know, the nice thing about that is there's bikes for everyone, from, you know, the large husband to the littlest kid. They've got all sizes. And for me, sometimes, you know, maybe you're just biking from village to village and you're too tired to go back to the other village. Yeah. Maybe you've stopped and had a couple cocktails and you're like, oh, I'm
I don't want to bike anymore.
But there's 5 locations. So even if you rent your bike in one location, say over in Vail Village, you can return it over in Lions Head. You don't have to bike back to the same one.
Yeah. Very convenient. That's how you make your weekend epic in Vail. You rent yourself a bike. And we got more fun here on Good Morning Vail. Mark, live in Minturn, is going to be speaking with the town of Minturn coming up right after this.
Let's put you in the spirits.
If you want great customer service and amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor and let us put you in the spirits.
Summer adventure begins in Beaver Creek. Hike, bike, jeep, climb, and discover the natural beauty of Beaver Creek Resort. Take in the alpine backdrop while jumping to new heights on the bungee trampoline and mining for treasures with gem panning. There's something for the whole family. Visit beavercreek.com/activities for more information.
Introducing a boost to your workout water. Electrolytes meet vitamins B, C, and E. With no artificial sweeteners, this is the new Propel Vitamin Boost.
All right, we're going to talk all things library today. The Eagle Valley Library District has some great information about how you can get access to books and DVDs and other things at the library. Tegan Davis is joining us to give us the details about this little gem right here, the library card. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. People want to get one of these. Who is it available to, and what is necessary to get one?
It's available to anyone and everyone. So if you're a seasonal employee, a visitor, a second homeowner, a resident,
Everybody can get them.
Everyone can get one.
Okay.
You just need to bring in photo ID, and if you want to get and that works for temporary cards. So if anyone walks in, we try to get you a card and get you out the door with whatever you want.
So and it doesn't need to be a driver's license. It can be a ski pass.
Yes, anything that has your picture and your name will work.
Good information.
Yeah.
I love it, Tegan. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Get your library card today and get reading. We'll be right back.
Join us for Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival, August 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More than 100 talented fine artists on exhibit. Located on Main Street in downtown Frisco. Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival. For details, visit artfestival.com.
Beaver Creek's first and only family-owned restaurant, Coyote Cafe, has become a staple in the village over the last 30 years for its laid-back atmosphere, fresh Mexican cuisine, and delicious scratch-made cocktails. Fuel your days on the slopes with inventive tacos from our new taqueria menu, signature fajita dishes, tasty kids items, and more. Join us for lunch, dinner, and après specials. 7 days a week. Call ahead for reservations.
Hey, we're live here at the Minturn Market. I've got Cindy Krieg. We pulled her off. She's always running around getting all of the vendors organized as the market kicks off. What do you think about this weather today for the market? What's your thought?
It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's a little cloudy today, but a teeny bit of sunshine peeking through. It's actually perfect because it's much cooler than it has been. It's been crazy hot on a lot of our Saturdays, which is, we're not used to that here in the mountains. But today is beautiful. It's a perfect day to come out to the market. A little cooler and a wide variety of vendors, so you can find anything that you need or don't need.
And then you're going to end up finding stuff that you don't need.
Yes.
That's a guarantee.
That is a guarantee.
Hey, so we were talking off camera. You have some aerial yoga going on today. It's called,
we do.
Is it Play?
Play, yes.
So what is that all about?
So Play stands for Peace, Love, Aerial Yoga, and they have a studio here in Minturn over in the Meadow Mountain Business Park. And as part of our features that rotate with different local businesses, we wanted to mention them today. They are doing a live aerial demonstration at the market today from 9:30 to 1:30. They'll be down at the far end of the market past the food vendors. So come check them out and definitely check out their studio if you are interested in that.
So they're not, people can't get on today and do it. They can just see a demonstration and they can sign up and go by.
Yes, it is a demonstration. I believe, don't quote me. I believe they have let people kind of try out some basic stuff in the past with their supervision. There's definitely a lot you can do. They do beginner classes at their studio, which I've taken, and really? If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Wait, so what is it, the aerial yoga? What are you doing, hanging upside down on a sheet? Or
they call them hammocks. It's a silk hammock, and there is some hanging, some inversion, but a lot of it, too, you're standing for. You can just get deeper stretches with the hammock. So it supports you in a way that you just can't do in a typical mat class. So it's
interesting.
It's very cool. I love it.
And then also, obviously, everything from jerky to jewelry here.
Everything from jerky
on a given
to
day.
jewelry
We've got,
on any given day.
we have antlers over here, clothing. We have engraving. I know there's tattoos going on. Lots of food, music.
Yes, live music starts at 9:30. So we always have 2 different sets: 9:30 to 11:30, and then 12 to 2. So live music every week. We rotate our musicians, so you can always kind of see somebody new, and that's going on. And just really lots of different things. Face painting for the kids. And the other thing I do want to say is that we just want to thank all of our sponsors again. So I'll try to be real quick. Our title sponsor is the Vail Daily. Our zero waste sponsor this year is Alpine Bank, which is wonderful. We've been working on our sustainability efforts, so a big thank you to Alpine Bank. We also have United Companies, Gallegos, GPS Designs Architecture, Intermountain Engineering, Radio Free Minturn, and Carp New Hanlon Attorneys.
You just tapped into that brain of yours.
And we want to thank TV8 because they're very generous with us as well.
And we have too much fun coming here. We love it. This is a great market, everybody. Longest standing market in Eagle County, one of the longest around Colorado, right?
Exactly, yes. This is our 21st season, so it is the longest running market in the Vail Valley. It's the original Vail Valley market, and it is a true artisan market. So it's definitely not just a farmer's market. You can certainly come here and get produce. You can get different types of great foods.
Can you get coffee?
You can get coffee and pastries and breakfast burritos if they didn't run out yet, and all sorts of good stuff. But so many other things too. We have art, clothing, jewelry, pet products, really anything you can think of, yes.
And then I think it's great just to mention, we're going to wrap this interview up, but just come to the town of Minturn on any given day. Minturn's a unique community nestled right between Vail and Beaver Creek. It really gives you kind of that small town, hometown feel. So it's well worth it to come by, and the market really just kind of showcases everything that Minturn has to offer.
Absolutely, and check out our free Thursday night concerts, still continuing through August.
That's right, over at Little Beach Park, yoga at the park today also. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You can get back on your little shuffling around, Cindy. Hey, we have Weather with Michelle coming up next.
This weather report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
You know, we've had these periods of a couple of raindrops, and then it looks like the sun is going to come out, and then a couple of raindrops. One thing these clouds are doing with the coolness of it is they are making so many hummingbirds come out and about here this morning. So come on up to the base of Haymeadow Lift and check out some of these hummingbirds. They're absolutely beautiful. And we are going to continue to warm up a little bit today. We're going to heat up to around 70 degrees, about that 40% chance of showers. So just real light showers that seem to pass through and only last a couple minutes, and then they continue on their way. Most of those should be moving out of the area by this evening, dropping down to a low of about 49 overnight, and again about that 20% chance of showers overnight. That sun going down a little bit earlier every day now, with the sun setting at 8:10 p.m. tonight. If you are coming up or traveling along the I-70 corridor today, still nice and warm over in Denver, with temperatures at 87 in Denver, 78 over in Vail, 77 in Avon, and to the west, 84. Again, that chance of showers throughout the I-70 corridor today. But overall, great temperatures for getting out and enjoying everything. Tomorrow it is going to be a little cooler, only heating up to the mid-60s with a high of 67. Stronger chance of showers tomorrow with a 50% chance. As we move into the beginning of next week, our temperatures move back up into the 70s with cooler evenings in the 40s every night. Again, that 20% chance of showers throughout next week, really typical for this time of year. Usually they come in between 4 and 6 o'clock and then move out of the area again into the evening. So if you are looking for something to do coming up, we have the Frisco Art Show coming up. We're going to take a look next at one of the artists at the show, Elaine Lawrence.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Engel & Volkers is committed to providing the highest level of service to buyers and sellers in the Vail Valley. With decades of experience marketing Vail Valley properties, we are backed by a global company with over 800 offices and 10,000 agents worldwide. This extensive international network offers unparalleled national and international exposure for our most exclusive listings. To learn more, stop by our Vail Village or Beaver Creek offices and meet with one of our exceptional advisors.
In a world where thousands of rubber ducks must fight to survive, only one is strong enough to make it through the relentless gauntlet of Gore Creek. At the end awaits a finish so grand that it lives on in legend. It's the 2019 Vail Duck Race presented by Engel & Volkers. You could win $5,000 and be eligible to win $1 million while helping to support Vail Rotary Club. To buy your duck or for more information, log on to vailduckrace.com. The ducks start their journey in Vail Village Sunday, September 1st.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park.
Elevate your adventure this summer at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park in beautiful Glenwood Springs. You'll get unlimited turns on all of the park's awesome attractions, plus 2 cave tours for one low price with our Fun Day Pass. Only $53 for kids and $58 for adults. Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park, America's only mountaintop theme park.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
We are here on Main Street, literally on Main Street in Frisco for the Main Street to the Rockies Art Festival taking place Saturday and Sunday. Now, Elaine, a lot of traffic, cars today, but for Saturday and Sunday, there's not going to be any traffic except foot traffic, right?
And a lot of foot traffic. And a lot of tents, a lot of artists.
You guys told me the Main Street is shut down and all the tents, like Helena's over here doing something. She's marking off where the tents are going to be.
Yeah, it's a dangerous job. We usually have to walk right in the middle of traffic and put our numbers down so that we know where the tents are going to go when the artists come in very early in the morning. They have an idea of where their tent's going to be and where their space is. So.
And you have to wear orange? I guess you don't have to wear orange when you're doing that.
We actually do.
So there's a big transition going on for you right now. You've been making artwork for, I think you said 17 years. And talking about your artwork, you work with cigar boxes, lamps, bottles, you make some neat purses, but so tell us how this went, where it's going, and then what's next for you.
Well, I started about 17 years ago. I made the purses from the cigar boxes, and they have old records on them. They're lined with leather and fabric. I use Swarovski crystals, and they are on the cigar box, so they're pretty cool. They're very unique. They're very trendy. And then I moved on to doing the lamps with the boxes and the bottles, and they became very popular because what guy doesn't like cigars and scotch?
Right, right.
Great for an office. It's great for a bar area or a studio.
And we have Helene coming to put a vest on you.
So I don't get run over.
See, this is what goes on here. The art festival is not just about artwork. It's about
an adventure.
It's about the kookiness of the artist, and that's what makes it so much fun. So you're wrapping this part of your life up in a sense, right?
Yeah, 17 years of doing this. I've done so many special orders. I've done shows, probably 30 to 40 per year, every year. And I actually work for Howard Allen Events now, and I've worked for them for about 2.5 years. And I have transitioned from doing the shows to working in our office with business development, site finding. I also do show directing with Helene and with Howard as well. So I've kind of transitioned, and this is my last show. Not just Colorado, the last show.
So she used to have a website no longer around. You have a handful more of these pieces. You have some of your purses that you're going to have here at the show over the course of the weekend. Your booth number 26?
Yes, booth 26. So come early because I intend to sell them all.
Did you choose booth 26, that number, because it has something special for you?
No, Helene stuck me there.
Helene, come here real quick.
She has to divide
Get over here.
the show up really nice and make sure that we don't have similar mediums close to each other. I mean, it has to look nice. It has to have a beautiful flow. So.
And this is one of her purses.
We got Helene. Helene, let me get the mic over there to you.
This is one of Elaine's purses. I happen to be wearing it as I'm walking around in the middle.
You two are like best buddies. Are you excited to have this lady fully on board with you moving forward?
I love her.
We're a good team. We do a good team. So yeah, it's nice.
We get along well.
I love it. So artfestival.com is the website for this art festival in Frisco and for all the other ones, right?
All of our events, yes. And if anybody wants information, please let them go to our website, artfestival.com.
And if somebody calls the number on the website, will either of you, one of you two, probably pick the phone up pretty soon now that you're like officially on board after this weekend?
Yeah, her office is in Tampa. I work in the main office in Jupiter, so I do answer the phone a lot. And we have about 85 shows total, including craft and art, throughout the year. We leave here and we don't get to go on a break. We leave here. I have to drive all the way home and then head up to Shadyside, Pennsylvania. She goes right to the flats in Cleveland.
Oh, you said you're going to the beach.
Eventually.
Okay. Helene, artfestival.com in Frisco, Main Street of the Rockies, all weekend long.
We'll see you this weekend.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You get up in the morning, you go on air with Good Morning Vail, you tell them what you got. I can give you a specific example of taking my own personal skis and the enthusiasm that led to the conversation. I sold 4 pairs of those skis in one day. I can tell you that TV8 works. All you have to do is try it. You'll see instant results.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Sassy. I'm a TV host for Good Morning Vail and TV8. And when I'm not talking about the outdoors, I'm in the middle of the outdoors. I spend my free time on the rivers fly fishing.
Well, that was a fun little Good Morning Vail this morning, Michelle.
That was a great Good Morning Vail. I can't wait to have a little bit of wine later.
Yeah, Wine and Spirits Festival going on today and tomorrow at Beaver Creek today. Don't forget the Women in Wine event is happening at the Pavilion. And then behind us, the Grand Tasting going off this evening.
Yes, that's the one that's going to be sold out. So
Yeah.
get those tickets.
Yeah, get them now. And then they finally have a glassware event. If you ever wonder how the different shapes of glasses can affect the taste of wine, you're going to want to check that out. Starting at noon today in Beaver Creek. So much fun going around our valley. Get out there and rent a bike, do a Vail Pass bike tour, go on Breckenridge. They've got concerts going on at Mid-Mountain Breckenridge. What are you going to do today?
You know, my family's actually going to the Rolling Stones today, so they're going to get their groove on a little bit
fun.
later. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
And then tomorrow, you know, if you're up bright and breezy, you've got the 4x4 tour tomorrow with the wine and cheese pairing.
Yes,
so,
that's going to be a great way to spend the Sunday.
That's my kind of athletic day where I just take the cruise to the top of the hill.
Yeah. The pictures say, I hiked this. but
Absolutely.
Actually, you just sat in a 4x4. Yeah. We got a great show in store for you tomorrow, your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. We're going to be speaking with the Vail Rotary Club. They got a duck race coming up in just a couple weeks. We're also going to be taking a look at the Leadville Railroad and going on epic mornings adventures with my dog Minnie. It'll be Michelle in the studio, myself on an epic morning adventure. We're going to have a fun Sunday, Michelle.
We are the double duo again tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Get out there and make the most of this beautiful Saturday.